Here we go. Hold your ears, folks. It's showtime.
Welcome to the Endurance for Everyone podcast.
Hey guys, it's Rob, back for yet another sprint episode with you here. I had time to cut 3 of them, so I asked John for a topic, and he didn't get back to me in time with a viable option there. So I'm not really completely going off the cuff. He had told me maybe go with, scheduling or race selection, race traveling. What I figured I would do, since it's more appropriate, what's coming up here, vacation. And that's going to be, when I say working out on vacation. And, one thing, and I guess, you can really swim anywhere. You can bike anywhere if you rent one or want to take one. And, I'm not really going to dig too deep into those because, and I don't want to say it sounds hypocritical to say, I can definitely do both of those on all my upcoming vacations. But once again, I really, I'm not saying I can't, but I'm not sure if I want to travel, with a bike on the back. And the one trip I definitely can't when we're going on our fishing trip, and where we're going fishing, I'm going to be on a lake for 5 days. So swimming is definitely a possibility, although potentially not the safest thing, because you heard me jokingly say most of my comrades are going with me aren't they don't swim like a fish quite like I do. So if I'm in trouble, I'd be completely on my own out there, and it's not the safest thing to do. Although if you're somewhere and you're at the beach and there's lifeguards, you definitely could get some really good swimming in if that's something you wanted to do. But the simplest thing is walking and hiking. In the previous sprint episodes, if they came out, or maybe they're coming out later, I discussed trail, kind of advocacy, and maybe getting out there and using them. And when I was saying that is something that when I say is near and dear, because I do use it. As an example, we every year we end up in Mackinac City, Michigan. That's several states away, and I don't know much about it. So we've been there and we've hung out and we've done some stuff. All that being said is I kind of know where we stay, and I wasn't so much into fitness when I first started going, but then I wanted to start, running. When I was running, I should say, I wanted to start looking for safe and secure places in order to do that. So I used my own advice that I just gave you guys, and I went and put out there and said, hey, I'm going to go and just put in Mackinac, because that's where we're going, and I put in trail, rail trail. And, it just so happens there is a rail trail there, much longer than the one that I'm ever going to even be able to use. It comes up as the North Central State Trail, and it's 62 miles. I'm not going to be running anywhere, close to 120 miles or, round trip on there, but, it's definitely very easy to get to. It's very, once again, safe and secluded. Kind of sometimes don't go to get together. You know what I mean? You don't really want to find a secluded, street in New York City, because you can end up in some trouble there. But this is a trail. It's cut through the woods, and that you don't. If you're a single lady running by yourself, you might want to have some pepper spray with you and so forth. But I've never felt threatened, especially in areas like this. But yeah, so that's what I want to say is, what I'm looking at going, what can I get in? Hey, I get in Thursday night. My family's normal tradition is go out, hit the pizza shop, hit the local pub, and, spend until almost closing time there, and get on road day 2, and then, have breakfast and then end up in Canada somewhere. That being said, is since I've gotten into fitness, I've used those opportunities because, I can go out for an hour run. At one point, the hour was a 4-mile run for me. Now it's between 6 and 7, just as my running has progressed. So I've been able to do the trail, a little farther every year that I go up there. And, hey, I hit it for an hour in the that night. The next day I get up early and I hit it for an hour again. It's always open. It's right there. Same deal. It's later this year we're going to be going up to Cape Cod to visit some friends. I've taken a pair of running shoes, and I'm gonna, hopefully, what I'm gonna do before we get there is search and see. I haven't done that search yet, and I would do it live, but I don't want to lock up the computer. But I'm gonna search and see if there's any trails. Obviously, I'm not gonna get in the car and drive 40 minutes to get to a trail to run. You most likely just head out the front door and go from there. But it's just nice to know what's out there, what you're getting into. And personally, I always think that running, or in this case, if you're staying near a state park, you can always go out. Whenever we went down to a friend's wedding down in Virginia, there was a state park nearby. So it wasn't the best running, because for me, not being a trail runner, not being technically proficient and so forth, but I did. I went out on the trails, kind of did a run walk as best I could, and had a lot of fun. Saw some waterfalls, and saw some real interesting sights and some little plaques and monuments, or so to say, that they have through the park. And these are everywhere. They're in all 50 states. They're open to the public, or if there's a fee to get in, it's usually like $1 or $2. And that's just to get in and enjoy it. So and that's just to help keep up the cost of the park and have that amenity available to you. So that's just my little quick tip, little couple minute sprint segment here is anywhere you go, you can find a place, whether it's the trail, whether it's a state park, they're going to usually have a map online, or if you're going to a park, you can go to the park office. If, you go to your local, Chamber of Commerce or your downtown business center, or if you're in a hotel, these are going to be in the lobby. You can pick them up if you haven't done your research in advance. Find the local flavor, get out there, check it out. Enjoy it. Everyone's going to be different, and snap some photos along the way, and you're definitely going to make some memories and have some fun. That's about all I got. It's not much. I don't want to belabor. Run. Running is not for everyone. But that's what I said. You can also get out. You can walk it. You can hike it. You can, take your kid in a stroller. Most of these areas are going to be a multi-use trail where if you had a bicycle, you could ride on it. Just about the only thing they don't really allow is motorized vehicles and or equestrian. They don't allow horses, a little heavier, and they tend to deteriorate the trail surface. So if you're traveling with your dirt bike and Seabiscuit, you might need to find something different. But pretty much anywhere you go, you're going to be able to take advantage of these. And I hope you do get out there and do that. Talk to you later. Bye.
If you have comments or questions for the show, send an email to teamE4E at enduranceforeveryone.com. And remember, swim calm, bike strong, and run steady.